BT's Business Report is sponsored by Dynamic Funds.
Welcome back. 612 is what we're sitting at right now. Hello, Mike Eppel, right over here.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing okay. How is this Wednesday morning treating you so far?
So far, pretty good.
That's good.
Pretty good.
That is good, Mark. I called you Mark. Your name's Mike.
On my second cup of coffee. I'm on my second cup already. I got lots of energy. Let's go.
Wow. All right, let's try this again. We should roll those piggy banks, start that opener all over again.
It's fine.
Let's get to the markets, shall we? That's what I meant to say, the markets. Mike?
You can call me anything you want, just don't call me late for dinner.
There it is.
That's the old saying. Markets are at records this morning, at least on Bay Street. Melanie, 5-day win streak for the TSX. Onward and upward it goes. We're looking at, the month of November, building on the gains so far this year. The TSX is up 24% year to date. I mean, it's had a very strong 2021, to say the least. Wall Street yesterday snapped some of the longest winning streaks actually in market history. The NASDAQ was down for the first time after being up for 11 days in a row, and the S&P 500 down as well after an 8-day uptrend. Today, it's all about U.S. inflation. Will the cost of living show one of the highest increases in decades for the American economy? We're feeling, price pressures here, but it's a global phenomenon right now, Melanie, and whether or not central banks can or should do anything about it with raising interest rates. Can they affect the global supply chain? Probably not. And it's going to take, anytime they start moving on interest rates, 18 to 24 months to actually have an effect on the economy. So,
Mike, we'll be watching Wall Street, a new player entering in the automotive world.
Yes, Rivian Automotive out of California. This is an electric vehicle company which is going to debut on the U.S. markets today. Huge demand for the EV space right now. Rivian's raising something like $12 billion with its stock sale. That one's going to go way up, I'm guessing, at the start of trade this morning. This has got big backers. Amazon owns 20% of Rivian because Amazon's buying electric vehicle delivery trucks. And that's what Rivian makes, along with pickup trucks. And the Ford Motor Company is also a backer of Rivian. So there's all sorts of integration here about building EVs and the big money behind it, and lots of investor interest.
Hey, Mike, you got a little bit of a shout out for your weed pun yesterday. I'm glad you were able to catch that. Dina was razzing Sid a little bit, but you had said it the day before that. You've got more weed news. Let's see what you got today.
Yeah, Devo didn't seem all that impressed, but that's okay. Oh. It's cool. I'm cool with that.
He didn't appreciate?
He's like, oh, wait, that's too easy. Anyway, it was all good. Not that I'm trying to stay away from the puns today because he's right. These are too easy when we're talking about the pot stocks. Look, the fact of the matter is we've got more discussions today about the regulations related to the storefront cannabis retail in the city, whether or not that should be curtailed, and whether or not the market is just simply oversupplied. Canopy Growth this week announced it's closing its plant in Niagara-on-the-Lake. That was job cuts, 30 jobs, I think. Yesterday, it was Hexo Corp out of Quebec shutting down 3 production facilities, Brantford, Ontario, Kirkland Lake, and Stellarton, Nova Scotia. Melanie, this is the market trying to figure itself out with the production. And there you see the 12-month rate of return on these cannabis companies. Canopy, the biggest of the bunch, down 45% over the past year. This morning, I'm looking at Aurora Cannabis, another money-losing quarter for that company. Tilray's only up because it merged with Afria. So this is a space that, initially saw huge inflows of money. It's been a big-time money loser, though, for investors, and that's certainly something to watch going forward here. It's about the metrics. Are there new users who are saying, hey, I'm going to try weed for the first time because I can buy it legally? Has the market expanded? All these numbers have still yet to be really factored in.
Talking about losing some money, let's talk about the billions and Elon Musk.
Well played, Elon. How will he feed the family after losing $50 billion of his own net worth over the past 2 days? He's still worth over $200 billion. He'll be fine. But Tesla's coming off its biggest 2-day drop in 14 months. It's been down 14, almost 15% since the start of the week because Elon Musk is facing a big tax bill. He's got to sell some stock, so he's been talking about selling shares in the company. And that's going to likely lead to some stock coming onto the market. So Tesla trying to, it's still $1 trillion company. Keep that in mind, Melanie. This company has been one of the best performers of the year so far.
Finally for you, Peloton. Are you a big Peloton person?
Not specifically. I do have a stationary bike.
Yep.
And that kind of thing. But Peloton is trying to kind of expand from that base, I suppose, with this new thing called the Guide. They just unveiled this yesterday. A set-top box that basically watches you as you work out and gives you pointers on how to work out properly, I suppose. It's $500 US, so it's not cheap. But it kind of is also a competitor of the Lululemon Mirror, which is coming out as well. Maybe a little more simple because it's just that little device as opposed to a full-scale mirror that you have to put on your wall. So they're looking to expand because, Peloton was huge last year because people were setting up home gyms. Stock prices dropped 45% here since Thursday's earnings because they've seen a slowdown in sales. So looking again to maybe jazz things up just a little bit here in the home fitness workout space.
Yeah, it's smart, the evolution, knowing that people, like you said, are working out from home, looking for options, looking for feedback, which is what they would have got, say, from a personal trainer at home. Now they have this in this mini device. Smart stuff. All right, Mike, we'll talk to you again tomorrow, same time.
All right.
Take care.
See you then.